So here is my gym workout on May 13th, 2026. I know the last video was May 6th. I hadn't recorded a lot of those days. I think that was when I took some rest days and then I just had some cardio days and was doing some dumbbell stuff at home. So this video, and I think the next video, will be the last videos I'm going to do probably for a while. The last few times I went into the gym, I didn't film. Just wanted to work out. Spent a little less time there. I'm trying to get my personal trainer stuff done. Today is the 19th of May. Just had my CPR certification class yesterday, which is something I had to do for personal training. So now that that's taken care of, I just had to finish up my online classes or lessons, chapters, whatever you want to call them, which I'm over halfway done. And then I got to take the final exam, which I'll probably do a little more self-study before I take the final, just to make sure I could pass it the first time. And I do want to actually learn this stuff. So this day is a little different. This is kind of just an upper body day. Especially now that I haven't been filming, I'm trying to spend less time in the gym and taking shorter rests. Also been a little bit sick, and I've just been trying to find motivation to do things just with everything I got going on. Haven't been feeling the best lately, so just trying to make sure I still get into the gym. Haven't been doing cardio every single day, but still been doing cardio at least, around at least 3 times a week, if usually more, closer to probably 5 times a week. But sometimes it'll just be like yesterday, I just did the bike at the gym for 20 minutes. For a while, I was doing it 30 minutes every time I worked out. I just did like some sprints the other day. Some days too, I think like the day I did sprints, I probably already did 30 minutes on the elliptical and then did sprints later that day outside. So as long as I'm doing it, exercising like 3 times a week, I'm pretty good. I know I said I was gonna do cardio every day. I'm pretty sure I did it for the whole month of April, at least a straight month, around 20 minutes. But now, just a little bit of research I did. By that, I mean a Google search. I think you need closer to 30 minutes of continuous exercise and at least 3 to 5 times a week to reset your metabolism. I think, of course, it's just going to be better. Strength training resets your metabolism too. So, or boosts your resting metabolic rate. So as long as you're exercising, if you do it more intensely and longer, it's just going to be better, kind of obviously. Could be counterintuitive. Talk about that more in a second. But yeah, the difference between this gym day is I'm kind of just doing an upper body day, just kind of doing what I was feeling. I might have went in thinking I was going to do an arm day or whatever, but I started with bench, and it wasn't close grip, it was wider grip, so it's going to hit the chest more. Then I do bicep curls. And then I do abs, which I do abs on any given day. And then I did some dips. But I think this day I was just like, what do I want to get bigger? And some things that I've kind of always want to grow is my chest, biceps, and abs. I think just for aesthetics and certain things I want to improve. That and my forearms. Was doing forearms with dumbbells at home and my little hand cruncher. Might do some today, but even with that, I fell behind. Definitely it seems like it's going around. I got a little bit of a cold or something. Main thing that's been bugging me is I've just been really fatigued. So that sucks. But still getting in there, doing my drop sets on the third set with the third sets with the bench press and the preacher bicep curls here. I've been really liking this machine because the dumbbells just are really taxing sometimes, and my arms move a lot, so I feel like I get a really good pump and a really good workout with the preacher curls, and it's a machine, which just kind of makes it better. You could just focus on the contraction instead of worrying about stabilizing the free weight and holding it up, using your grip strength and all, and your, activates the forearms a little bit more, which is good if you want to do that. But I've already done it so much, so it's good to mix it up. And I'm not sure if this exercise I did it, but one of the times I did the preacher curls, I was just doing a 6-rep range with heavier weights, and then maybe still doing a drop set on the third set. And I'm just going to have the second and third set here, and you're just going to watch my rest in between. But yeah, getting back to the resting metabolic rate, I think too, I'm trying to work more sprints in, and I am starting plyometrics as well. But with sprints too, even just a little bit I think it's really going to help with long-term or long-distance running, because I'll be used to having, running at higher speeds. It's a little more taxing, and getting my heart rate up quicker, especially now that I'm learning about this personal trainer stuff. There's a lot of difference of, reaching the oxidative state, where you're using more oxygen to power your body, and then so that's after like 7 to 10 minutes of that continued exercise, somewhere in that range. And then before that, you're using more carbohydrates, and then even in the initial part of exercise, you're using your glycogen stores or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but something along those lines. But I think just getting used to running fast and, getting used to that intensity, then if I dial it back and go long distance at a slower pace, it'll be, like a cakewalk. It'll be a lot easier. It'll feel a lot easier. And also too, I'll be able to go faster. So I'll be able to, eventually I'll be able to cover more distance in my long distance runs quicker. So therefore I'll be burning more calories quicker, even going long distance. It'll be more time efficient. That, and I want to be a little more athletic too. Which is why I'm starting plyometrics. I think it might be in my next video. I don't think I made the video yet. I just started doing jump squats is the only plyometric exercise I've started doing. I haven't even done regular back squats when I did those. Just the jump squats, I want to work in some more plyometrics, but I was just starting with one because it was something I could look up real quick and kind of make sure I'm doing it right. So I'm going to work in some other plyometric stuff, but I have to learn it. So it's just going to take a little while, and then I want to get used to it and make sure it's not going to wear my body down too much. But I have some assisted dips here and this is just the second and third set, but I did do 3 sets. Shorter rests. I don't even know if I was going as hard as I could with this, but I do want to work calisthenics in as well. I think it'll help with weight loss and just building a better body composition. But also with the sprints too, I am walking in between, or maybe just jogging a little bit every now and then. So instead of just going on a walk for 2 or 3 miles, I walk, do some sprints, then walk some more. I say sprint or just run, pretty fast, faster than I would be jogging if I'm going long distance. That's the end of the video. I'm going to talk just a little bit more. So instead of just going on a walk, that's going to take 25-30 minutes to get 1.5 miles, 2 miles, whatever. I could do sprints and walks, and then in that 30 minutes, I've covered a lot more distance, burned a lot more calories, worked my heart a lot more, and, building more athleticism. So that's one thing I'm going to be working into my routines. But anyway, thanks for tuning in to this upper body day, and toodaloo.